license to kill loophole siya. Baka naman wealthy families will be able to hire top-tier lawyers or psychologists, but
Ito yung mga pwede, no? I mean, our lawmaker, pero ang hindi nila alam siguro nila dito is mag-implement sa loob Alright, so kung makikita nyo nga, we're on Zoom right now. Actually, nagkabaliktad kami because usually I'm in Manila at Mia is in Baguio and we meet here. But now,
okay.
she's in Manila and I'm in
Mhm.
Baguio. So,
Yeah.
but this is how it is. Kahit
Mhm.
nasan tayo, we deliver news.
We
No?
have to. Doesn't stop.
Yeah. And right now kasi this week, medyo disturbing, no? Disturbed actually ang whole community because there were series of crimes happened and ang mga involved ay minors. So I'm
Yes.
sure alam na alam nyo na ito.
Mm-hmm.
No? And I'm sure meron na rin kayong sariling opinion. But before we go to your opinions, let's first see ano nga ba itong mga nangyari. So first dig dive into the issue is ano tong mga iba't ibang crimes na nangyari. So first we have the Tacloban shooting.
Yeah.
Baka,
So,
baka meron ka masabi, Ate Mia, dyan.
so the Tacloban shooting, it happened on June 22, 2026. It involved two minors, two males, one 14 years old and one 15 years old. So they both go to San Jose National High School, and that is also where the tragedy happened. So, one of them, the 14-year-old, got his hands on a Glock 9mm semi-automatic pistol, which belonged to his auntie, who is a police officer and a lawyer.
Mm.
Now who also works there at Police Regional Office 8. And the other boy, the 15-year-old, was able to get his hands on a .38 caliber revolver, which apparently is registered to a security agency. Now, what happened? They went to school. They first hid in the toilet, met in the toilet, and then eventually went and started shooting. And in the end, three students died. Maybe you can tell us more about those who died, Mon.
Ayun na nga, itong first natin na actually na namatay, ito yung first na in-identify kasi, a grade 10 honor student and a Boy
Oo.
Scout. So siya yung
Oo.
nag-shield, siya
Mm-mm.
yung nag-barricade, nag-attempt to barricade the classroom through yung
Mm-mm.
pag-close ng door to buy
Oo.
time sana, no, para maka-escape yung mga kasamahan niya. But then, dun sa pag-block niya ng door, dun na siya nabaril.
Oo.
Oo, yun yung isa natin.
Yun si
Si
Chris.
Yes, si Chris Lawrence Fabian.
Oo. Oo.
Yung dalawa natin, actually mas ikaw yung nakatutok dito, but the names are Joyen C. Separa and Ayesa Nicole Dazo.
Oo. I think si Joyan C, siya yung nag-take ng video na naging viral. So
Yun nga na
imagine,
nagulat ako na siya pala yung nag-take ng video.
oo. But because of that video, we were able to see
Mm.
clearly, the world was able to see better what happened inside the classroom. But then,
Mhm.
at the expense of Joyan C's life,
Mm.
Joyan C. Separa. And then, Ayeza Nicole Dazo naman, she was the student who was also videoed na being carried out. They were
Mm.
hoping to save her, but then she was also declared dead
Pero na
by the
nga.
physicians, oo, when they were brought to the hospital. So three died, and then 20 got injured. Now,
Yes, 20 injured.
mm-mm, some of them got injured directly by gunshots, by
Mm.
shrapnel, and the others naman because, syempre, yung panic,
Nagkagulo na Oo, nagkagulo na.
nagkagulo. Oo,
Mm.
takbuhan dito, takbuhan dyan, talon,
Mm.
ganyan. So, kumusta na sila mo?
Actually, meron na tayong, I'm not sure, but we have 14 na the discharge or even more. And
Mm-mm.
then, meron pang mga ilan na nasa ICU, nagre-recover kasi medyo malala rin yung condition ng iba. May tinamaan kasi sa ulo, no? So,
Oo.
hopefully, maging okay at hindi na sana madagdagan.
Mm, tama, tama.
Yun. Tapos, yung nakakalungkot din kasi, no, sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa atin is that it's a premeditated murder kung titignan natin, no, sa atin. So, of course, it would still be the court who would actually determine that. But kasi pinagplanuhan and there's actually chat logs na
Mm.
nagpapakita kung paano nag-usap yung
Mm.
dalawa to kill. And ito yung medyo nag-a-argue ang lahat.
Mm.
Because during their conversations, I mean, na-highlight yung juvenile justice law.
Pinag-usapan nila, no?
Pinag-usapan nila at ang
Oo.
sinasabi nila ay hindi naman sila makakasuhan.
Hindi sila maikukulong.
I mean, hindi sila maikukulong. And they
Oo.
know, kumbaga, at some point, ang nasa isip nila is kung makukulong man sila, mapupunta sila sa bahay pag-asa.
Oo. Oo.
Oo.
Oo.
Tapos ang
Nabasa ko
masama
nga
pa,
yun eh.
although ang masama pa kasi doon, I mean, kumbaga, they have misunderstood what the law is all about.
Mhm.
No?
Mm.
So,
Mm. Mm.
kaya ganun yung paniniwala nila. But then, meron din kasing news na lumabas na according to investigations, may plan din pala silang mag-suicide.
Ha? Hindi ko alam yun,
Yes,
ah.
may plan din pala sila to kill themselves after. So, nangyari is that the
Ano yun?
14-year-old,
Wow!
yes, the 14-year-old medyo nag-back out, kaya siya tumakbo.
Si 15. Ay,
14.
si 14. Pero siya yung nagpaputok ng marami.
At siya yung nag-back out.
Ah,
Mm-mm.
okay.
So eventually hanggang sa nahuli na nga sila. But they plan to like, hurt themselves after.
Oh, wow. How was that revealed? In their chat also? Or
No, no. Sa
in the
investigation
interview?
na nilabas. Oo. Kumbaga na
Ah,
nakausap na nila, yun
oo.
yung lumabas na yun yung lumabas na
Findings.
findings.
I see.
So, yun yung situation. But then, hindi lang kasi yan yung
Meron pa.
nangyari. Meron din kasing stabbing incident. Ito naman is at nagulat na lang ako, nag-swipe ako. Alam nyo naman, minsan malalaman talaga natin sa kakaswipe natin sa phone.
Oo.
'Di ba? Kasi ang swiping ngayon, hindi lang naman,
Iba naman yun.
just to make
Hindi ko
things
pa
light.
nada-download yan. Ano yan? Hindi ko alam yan. Innocent ako.
But ito, kakaswipe ko, nakita ko nga na grabe rin itong stabbing incident na talagang may isang babae rin na grabe. Sinunod-sunod niya. One chair to another.
How
Class
old siya?
classmate to another.
Ito
Yes,
na dito
14 years
niya.
old. 14 years old din siya. But ito
Oo.
naman is that wala naman yung part ng juvenile justice. Ang sinasabi lang is that she's disturbed. No?
Oo. Oo. Thankfully,
So,
walang namatay, ano, dito sa case
mm,
na ito.
wala naman. Wala. Pero yun nga, magkakasunod.
Tsaka doon siya pumunta sa grade 5.
Yes, grade 5 talaga mga bata.
Yung mga bata pa.
Grabe.
So,
Seven
yung
grade 5
PTSD.
students.
Mm-mm.
At alam mo dun sa video, hindi pa alam ng mga bata na nasaksak sila.
Ha?
Late yung reaction nila. As in,
Shock.
nasaksak sila, nakaganyan lang sila. Yung isa naman tumatalon lang na umiiyak. Late lang nila na-realize. Sa sobra sigurong bilis ng pangyayari.
Oo, oo,
Di ba?
oo.
Tsaka niya
Mm-mm.
na-realize na parang, ay, dumudugo na pala. Parang
Nasaktan na pala.
gano'n. Oo.
Oo.
Kaya kung titignan mo yung video, sobrang disturbing
Ooh.
talaga. But doon na nga
Pero
papasok talaga. Yes, yes.
yung age niya, tama ka, doon na nga papasok yung juvenile justice law.
Yes. Na kailangan nating himayin naman this time, which is, that's our spill the tea number 2.
Oo.
Dahil ano nga tayo ngayon, it's special episode. So, tignan natin kung paano natin mahihimay lahat tong topic na to. Because hindi enough ang 5 minutes, 6 minutes to talk about it.
Oo nga eh. 'Di ba parang eto na yung kahit hindi man tayo lawyers, kahit hindi man tayo nasa loob ng legal system, bilang citizens of the Philippines, responsibility din nating intindihin ang mga
Yes.
batas para
Yeah.
naman hindi lang para maintindihin ang news, pero para
Yeah, yeah.
ma-protect din natin ang kabataan natin, sarili din natin.
Correct.
Kasi lahat ng mga batas, dapat ginagawa yan para maintindihan natin. So, ito yung attempt
Mm-mm.
natin.
Yeah.
Okay? So, if ever we need improvement or we may have misinterpreted something, just let us know.
Yeah, I mean, ang ano natin, disclaimer lang natin dito is that this is how we actually understand the
Mm-mm.
juvenile justice because just like any other Filipinos na walang
We're,
access sa
we're
legal
trying to
advices.
put sense.
So, yes, let's see, no, based sa understanding natin. But yeah,
Mm-mm.
Baka
Yeah.
naman bigyan mo kami ng overview, ate.
Okay, so yung una is yung legal framework nga as
Mm.
amended, no? Yung legal framework ng Juvenile Justice Law, which is the RA 9344, as amended by RA 10630. So yun nga, pag ages below 15,
Yeah,
below
below
15.
15.
Below 15, they have absolute exemption from criminal liability. So, yung ano dun is they cannot be jailed, they cannot be tried in criminal courts or given a criminal record even if they act with proven discernment and premeditation. So, ito yung pinanghahawakan ni 14 years old.
Yes. Na
Oo.
gano'n na ngayong nangyari.
Oo. Kaso, ang ages 15 to 18, so 15 and a day, exempt from criminal liability unless the
Mm.
state is able to prove that he or she acted with discernment. So ano ba talaga yung discernment? Ito yung
Mm.
cognitive ability or mental ability to fully grasp yung moral and legal consequences na alam niyang mali or alam niyang may
Yes.
mangyayaring mali at kung ano ang mangyayari sa kanya, yung legal consequences. 'Di ba?
Mm.
Under the law. So, paano na yan? Si 14 years old.
Ito, sa 14 years old naman, ito nga kasing sinasabi, no? Wala daw jail time. Di daw siya
Oo.
nakukulong. Although,
Sa regular jail.
sa regular jail, but what the
Oo.
law says is that hindi naman sila exempted from criminal liability. It doesn't
Mm.
mean zero jail time, no?
Mm.
Ang sinasabi natin dito is that may mandatory involuntary confinement for heinous crime, punishable by more than
Mm.
12 years for minors age 12.
12 to
So,
15, yun yung ano,
yan yung
heinous
12 to
crimes
15.
punishable.
Oo. So, may involuntary confinement at an intensive juvenile intervention and support center sa Bahay Pag-asa. Yun,
Yun
ito kasi
yun.
actually alam nila. Pero ang hindi nila alam siguro nila dito is mag-enjoy sila sa loob, magpapakabait sila. But it's not that, no? So, may one-year rule din na the law dictates a minimum confinement period of 1 year
Ah,
na release is not automatic. A
okay.
multidisciplinary panel consisting of psychologists, social workers, doctors, they
Mm.
must certify that the minor is no longer a threat before a judge signs a release order.
Okay.
Yun
Okay.
yung ano doon. And then, may civil liability din, ate.
So, sino magbabayad niyan?
Parents or legal guardians are held strictly responsible under the Civil Code to pay financial damages like burial costs, medical bills, moral damages dun sa families ng victim.
So, dun sa nangyari ngayon, so, posibleng magsasuffer ang
Mm.
parents nung
Yes.
dalawa.
Yes, yes.
Tama?
Ang ano lang
Mm-mm.
dyan, ate, is ikaw, pag ano, ito lang kasi yung question lagi. Lalo na, syempre, dun sa family ng mga victims. Enough ba ito?
Kasi hindi mo na maibabalik yung...
Buhay.
Mhm.
Yun yung nagiging argument right now about this juvenile justice.
So, Mon, di ba I think meron naman yung case na binigay na example na the law
Mm.
can work, especially for yung mga older na children.
Actually, oo. Just like the Maguwad siblings, no?
Okay?
I mean, yung case kasi na ito is that nag-adopt yung yung parents
Oo.
ng isa pang bata while they have also two children. So
Mm-mm.
sobrang nagsiselos tong isa, so nakipag sabuatan siya sa parang
Kapatid niya.
jowa-jowaan niya, ganon, to kill. So ngayon nagsiselos siya sa buhay ng mga kapatid niya na since she's legally adopted.
Adopted.
At ang pangit kasi dito, DSWD nagbigay sa kanila.
Ng...
Dumaan sa DSWD yung legal adoption.
I
No, tapos
see.
nangyari kasi diyan, malaki rin tong test of the juvenile justice at the time. So,
Mm-mm.
pinatay niya nga yung mga siblings, nakipagplano, and they were talking sa group, sa chat-chat din nila, yung magjowa, kung paano papatayin yung dalawa, and nabanggit din yung context ng juvenile justice. So, the parents actually, they don't like the juvenile justice, and up until now, they're really posting, even if na-convict yung dalawa, parang talagang nasaktan yung parents. Ang ayaw kasi nila dyan is how the 16-year-old na mga suspect were treated. Talagang pinoprotektahan ng DSWD kapag
I
confrontation, yung mga gano'n,
see.
na parang kayo nga yung nagdala sa akin nung
Mm,
batang yan na pumatay
mm,
dyan. Wala na
mm.
yung mga anak ko, pinoprotektahan nyo pa. Parang gano'n. Yun yung, kaya at some point, marami pa rin, yan yung kine-question ngayon. It started there and now, yan yung nagtitrigger ngayon ng conversation palalo. Lalo na't nagsasalita tong parents nung maguwad siblings.
Oo. Okay, so parang double-edged sword siya, no? It does show that the law works, but then at the same time, it does not also satisfy everyone.
Yes. Pero kung
So,
mapag-uusapan natin, does it really work?
oo,
Probably yes, kasi may napakulong. Pero yung question lang dyan, paano
yun.
yung below 15?
Na
Kaya nga,
parang may discernment naman.
oo. So ngayon, may call, di ba?
Mhm. So yun nga, so yung nangyari recently, yung sa Tacloban, yung sa Cavite, yung parang license to kill loophole siya. 'Di ba
Yes.
na parang under the current law, under the current text, because they're 14 years old, yung si
Mm.
Tacloban, yung isa sa shooter, so he cannot be prosecuted. He cannot, oo,
Mm.
despite na we saw evidence, apparent
Mm.
alleged evidence na plinan nila yung mass shooting. Kaso 14
Yeah.
siya eh. So hindi siya pwedeng ma-prosecute. So parang yung mga critics are saying, why are we putting an absolute age? Hindi ba pwedeng imbis na age, ability to discern? Yung
Yes.
ganon. Oo.
Yes. May mga ganun ngang conversation.
Tapos kasya
Which,
ba yung mga bahay pag-asa natin?
yun na, which leads us to the call to lower down
Ay,
the
oo.
age, no? Which is our
Hmm.
spill the three. So, ngayon, yung ano natin dyan is that, yeah, pwede nating simulan dun sa part actually ating, okay, juvenile justice, it's working, but it's not serving actually the victims ng tipong, paano ba, yung talagang hustisya. Because at some
Okay.
point may nakikitang loopholes. But the question
Okay.
is, age ba talaga ang problem? Now, tignan
Okay.
natin muna before tayo pumunta dyan sa mga implementation ng juvenile justice.
Oh.
Ilang taon ba sa ibang bansa?
Oo nga. So, dun sa 'di ba, gumawa tayo ng ano diyan eh, kwento diyan. Eh di, yun nga yung minimum age of criminal responsibility or yung
Mm,
MACR. So, sa atin 15,
yes.
tama? Sa US depende kung anong state
Yeah.
ka. Oo, kasi walang federal minimum. Sa UK 10, na I think yun yung gusto ni
Mm-mm.
Robin, no?
Yes.
Oo. Sa Japan naman 14.
Mm.
Tama. Singapore, 10 din. So,
Mm.
pero regardless naman of yung age din, meron din naman silang mga kaakibat. Like for example, let's say sa Singapore, 10 years old nga, pero the strong focus on strict enforcement combined with intensive state-sponsored rehabilitation and counseling. So parang
Counseling,
yung mga
actually.
ganon. So sa
Oo.
atin, ano ba yung mga gusto ng authorities or mga pinag-usapan
Yun.
lately? O, di ba?
Actually, kasi if we will to lower down 10 year, I mean yung criminal liability to 10 years old, yun yung kay Robin, no? Tapos 12 kasi sa PNP.
Yun yung sabi
No?
ni PNP spokesperson.
Yes, 12,
Oo.
12 daw. But ako kasi, ako nag-agree ako sa iba. I think we should not focus with the age. We should focus on the intent and the discernment.
Tama. Dun medyo nag-develop yung discussion eh. Kasi nung first, tinanong si Colonel Allen ko,
Mm.
tinanong siya nung media kung agree ba siya kay Robin, tapos ang sabi niya is the PNP supports lowering the age to 12. The
Mm.
next day, nung tinanong naman si Chief PNP mismo, si General Nartates, ang
Mm.
sabi naman niya is parang mas conservative yung approach niya, let's leave it to Congress. Kasi nga naman, act of legislation yan. And
Mm.
then the day after that, which is, I think that was Thursday, um, si SILG naman ang na-interview, si Secretary of the Interior and Local Government, Secretary Remulla, tinanong din siya. Yun, yung sinabi niya na, let's move away from age and look at intent and accountability.
I think the age is not important, but cognizance and intent are the most important factors.
So,
Mm,
nagde-develop din yung
yung
discussion.
discussion. Pero
Oo.
ang question kasi dyan, if we will to lower down,
Oo. It,
paano natin to i-approach? Like for
oo,
example,
oo, oo, okay.
kunwari, doon tayo sa
Okay.
proposal ni Robin na 10 years old.
10, okay.
Paano kung itong 10 na ito ay pumatay talaga at may discernment? Saan natin siya dadalhin?
Mm-mm.
Adult prison?
Mm-mm.
Rehabilitation?
Mm-mm.
Saan? Saan natin siya dadalhin? Yun ang question.
Mm-mm.
Which kailangan nating isipin na the reason why the juvenile justice law is here is
Mm.
because before it, prior it, no mga early 2000, we are jailing kids sa regular adult prison na
Before na
instead,
meron yung law.
yes, instead na mabago sila, kasama nila yung mga rapist, kasama nila yung mga adult, nagtutongit sa loob, may mga Sputnik gang, nasasama sila doon, mas lalo pa nating binibreed sila to be demons.
Mhm.
And there's actually a documentary that can support that. That's the Bunso documentary of Ditzi Carolino, which is
Oo.
part of the basis then
Mm.
to strengthen the call for the juvenile justice. So, yun ang tanong. Kasi part tayo ng UN Convention on the Rights of the Child.
Ah,
So you
okay.
cannot detain minors in adult facilities
Mm.
because it
Mm-mm.
is legally classified as cruel, degrading, and unusual punishment under Article 3, Section 19 of the Philippine Constitution. So yan pa
Okay.
lang, it will be struck down by the Supreme Court.
Oh,
So
kasi
papaano?
constitution yan. Yan yung supreme
Oo.
law.
So papaano? Ngayon, dun tayo sa part tinanong mo kanina, di ba? Enough
Mm.
ba ang bahay pag-asa? Yung
Kasya ba?
facilities, kasya ba? And are they really equipped? That's one. Kung
Oo.
doon tayo magde-detain, kaya ba nila?
Nare-rehabilitate ba talaga sila o para lang prison lang din na
Yes. Or
mm.
kaya ba nilang baguhin in the first place? Are they really equipped? Do we really have the facilities in the bahay pag-asa to detain yung mga heinous crime
Mm.
offenders, no?
Oo.
So, yun yung tanong dyan. Okay, lower down, lower down. Andyan tayo. Ba't hindi natin pinag-uusapan? Lower down natin, saan sila
Yung
dadalhin?
facilities. Kung ngayon pa nga lang na
Kulang na.
15 kulang na.
Kasi
Tapos bababa pa natin.
we have details about that eh.
Mm-mm.
Actually dito sa research kasi natin is that may system failure din at some point ang Bahay Pag-asa because in
Oh,
reality, less than 40% of targeted municipalities have functional centers.
mm. Kahit na sinabi ng batas na dapat lahat meron,
Hindi
hindi
kaya.
yun reality.
Ito na yung sinasabi natin, gawa tayo ng gawa ng batas. May
Mm.
budget pa. May allocation
Ah,
pa.
oo, oo. Tapos meron din mon yung mga ongoing risks din of exploitation because of the existing minimum age of criminal responsibility. Ginagamit yung mga 14 years old and below by the drug syndicates.
Ayan.
Na-mention din yan ni SILG and ng PNP na yun nga, dahil alam ng mga sindikato na hindi ikukulong ang mga batang to. So, ginagamit sila sa crimes. Kasi kahit na mahuli sila, hindi naman sila ikukulong. So, parang yun yung isa doon. Tapos, meron din yung there's what we call yung, kung discernment man ang gagamitin na basis, hindi kaya magiging restrictive ito para lang sa mahirap, pero okay lang sa
Ayun.
mayaman? Kasi
Yun.
ang magde-determine diyan ng kung may
Y-
discernment yung bata is psychological tests, 'di ba? Baka naman wealthy families will be able to hire top tier lawyers or psychologists para ma-defend nila, ma-clear nila
Or
yung
they can even pay.
Ah, I always want to pray na, yung justice system natin works. But
Mm.
yes, they could do that and get away with saying na their child did not have
Totoo.
discernment. Kung discernment yung gagamiting basehan. And then meron din yung isang issue about yung malicious edge case. Yung you kill because you hate your parents.
Yun. Kasi nga, 'di ba at some point, the juvenile justice kasi, pwedeng tawag nito, i-punish yung parents. 'Di ba?
Gamitin nila yon.
Tama kasi
Kasi,
um, pwede kasing yung parents ang magdusa, no? And with the strict call pa nga na mas magkaroon ng involvement ang parents dito sa case na mga ganito, yung double edge kasi it's more on I hate my parents. So I'll do this so they will suffer.
so in other words, they'll weaponize the law. Kasi alam
Yes,
nila
they
na
wait in it.
if they will
Yes.
do something bad, hindi sila yung maikukulong, pero yung magsasuffer, yung parents nila.
Yeah.
Kasi babayaran nila lahat. 'Di ba? Saka
Sila
yung
lahat.
psychological, ano
Kaya nga,
dun.
kaya nga everything should be considered when we amend the juvenile justice.
Yun
Because
yung point natin. Oo.
yes, yes. Na
Mm-mm.
kumbaga, nandun tayo sa atin na okay, ang daming ingay ngayon, pero lahat nakafocus nga kasi sa age, di ba?
Oo, oo.
So when we
Yes.
amend, are you up for that to amend the juvenile justice?
I think it is time that we amend it, but we look beyond age.
Yes,
Oo, it's not
correct.
just age.
It's not
Yes.
just age talaga.
Oo. And then, yun nga, so, sana makonsider lahat yung, and I'm pretty sure naman, na they will look into this. They'll look into it so that hopefully, yun naman yung beauty nung legislation, pwedeng ma-amend yung
Mm,
batas. Work in progress pa rin siya, di ba? Although, yes,
yeah.
let's just hope that all angles are studied and that it will benefit most of
Yeah.
us.
Pero
Mm.
before we there are three suggestions coming from us here, no? Coming
Okay.
from the Spill the Tea. Kasi ito inaral naman natin, pinag-anuhan natin.
We're trying!
Oo. Coming from us, no, na nakikita, pinapanood tong mga to. What we are
Mm.
seeing here is, okay, we're up for the amendment and sabi nga paulit-ulit namin kanina, it's not just about the age. Ako, isang number one suggestion coming from us is that the mandatory integration into teaching modules. Kasi kung makikita natin dito, hindi nila naiintindihan ang juvenile justice. Ang naiintindihan nila, kakawala sila sa crime just because of this. They're
Mm.
weaponizing the law for them to get away, no, sa crime nila.
Oo,
Hindi
oo,
pwede 'yon. Kailangang ipaintindi sa kanila. Hindi
oo.
rin pwede na ang government officials natin ay nandun sa part na sinisita at sinasabi publicly na ang juvenile justice ay way ng mga bata. No,
Mm-mm.
integrate that. Teach the students that when you do crime, you will
Mm.
suffer. You will pay for it.
Mm-mm.
Kailangan iyan yung itatak natin sa utak ng mga bata.
Okay. So, yan yun. Yung suggestion natin is dapat may legal literacy modules na. And
Yes.
we can start as young as grade 4.
Correct.
Wag na, kasi nga, di ba, we're talking of children.
Kaya nga,
So,
ba't kasi nawawala ang values education, di ba?
yung basic na pag-determine ng what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong. And then
Mm.
siguro, let's start with those who are in grade 4 now. Para dun naman sa iba, mag-catch up tayo. I think pati parents kailangan din ma-remind.
Which goes to your number 2.
Which is number 2, strictly enforcing parental and adult liability. Kasi, syempre, hindi naman bata ang may-ari ng firearms, ha? Di ba? Di naman siya yung bumili nun, di naman yung lisensyado. So, the accountability also here falls on the owners of the people who own the guns. So, we should look at aggressively prosecuting the adults who enable the children to get the guns.
Yes.
So, we look at the gun owners and parents with criminal negligence perhaps. We have laws naman that will help us there.
Ang
And then
problem
those,
ata walang di ba? Walang maikaso.
yun
Yun
yung
yung sabi. Na hindi
sabi
ko
ni
maintindihan. So, may
secretary.
loophole na naman tayo sa batas natin?
Oh, kasi parang iniisip nila, so ano ang pwede nating ikaso dun kay auntie, yung
Wala
may-ari
daw eh.
ng Glock? Sabi administrative lang daw. Kaso, yun lang? Hindi ba dahil sa negligence mo, kaya nakuha nung bata yung gun, 2 magazine, at nagpaputok? And actually, I think she was even the one who taught him how to
How to
use.
fire the gun. Oh, so,
Although her intention was so that he would become a responsible gun user eventually.
nagkamali.
Kaso, somewhere along the way, nagkamali. And the fact
Nagkamali.
that the child was able to get his hands on the gun is a big no-no. So,
Tsaka importante talaga ang parents and guardians.
mm-mm. So, yes, where does their liability begin and end also?
Mm.
Yeah. So,
So that's
hopefully,
part. Mm.
the enforcement of civil code also, yeah,
Yeah.
forcing parents and of violent minors to pay millions in damages. Ang saklap, no?
Yeah,
Sila
ensuring
yung...
families face immediate financial and legal consequences.
Oo, oo. For the actions of their children.
Children.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, our number three dito na ano is yung heinous crime detention model na
Saan
instead of
natin
sending
sila?
Oo, na
Mm-mm.
parang instead of sending children to corrupt adult jails, the real solution actually is for our lawmakers to study yung
Mm.
paggawa ng specialized maximum security juvenile facilities na
Okay.
funded ha,
By the
funded, oo, by the national
national.
budget. Huwag na namang ipapasa sa mga LGU.
Yun
Okay?
eh.
Na
Oo.
it should be high security state-run youth detention facilities na dito pupunta yung mga violent minors. Dito natin pwedeng pagsamasamahin sila. Diyan sila talagang
Mm.
tuturuan ng leksyon. They will
Mm-mm.
be kept under strict lockdown 24-hour surveillance with intensive psychiatric rehabilitation. Yung part na at
Mm-mm.
some point hindi nila gugustuhin na pumunta dyan. Which
Mhm.
is dapat ganun naman talaga eh. If we want to lower down criminal liability, we make sure we're ready for it.
With the
We
facilities.
implement. Oo, hindi pwedeng ito na naman tayo sa gawa ng batas, tapos may loophole na naman. Nakita nyo nga dyan sa gun, ano natin na yan, batas about sa mga baril. Wala tayong maikaso because may loophole. Dahil
Mm.
tayo lagi reactive. Magre-react tayo. Kunyari, may call ngayon dito sa age
Mm-mm.
liability. Yan
Mm-mm.
lang ifo-focus natin.
Mm-mm.
So, ito yung mga pwede, no? I mean, our lawmakers may be better. I mean, they're better. We've elected them to be there.
Mm-mm.
But it's also good for them to like listen to suggestions like this.
Yeah, I do agree, Mond, and really hope that our lawmakers will look into this. And let's also be circumspect about it. We're all emotional about it, but at the same
Mhm.
time, it would be good to really take a step back, look at the bigger picture, and see how we can help our children better and how we
Mhm.
can solve these problems starting at the root. And if ever they do get into very big trouble, that we put them into facilities that are run by the state together with the DSWD, and that they will get the help that they need. Not only punishment, but rehabilitation as well.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
And I totally agree with that.
So that wraps up our special episode of Spill the Tea. And we hope that today's discussion helped provide more context, more clarity, and maybe even a different perspective on the issues that we discussed.
And the conversation doesn't end here. Tandaan po natin yan. Let
Oh.
us know what you think in the comments dahil ito kailangan nating mag-ingay. Tell us which story resonated with you the most and of course share what you have in mind.
Mm. Now that you've heard the stories, please tell us what you think.
And now it's your turn to question everything.
I'm Mia Magdalena Focno.
And I'm Raymond Sakiwat.
Thank you for joining us on Spill the Tea.
We'll see you in the next episode.